Okay, heading off on a November 14th, 60-degree day just for a little ride. Haven't been riding much at all recently, and I've got to get used to this riding in cold weather. I mean 60 degrees is cold, colder than 70 and 80 and 90, but not that cold. But below 60, I'm not real comfortable. So I thought I'd record a little short ride, just to catch up. Okay, we're leaving Westminster, trying to avoid the speed bumps. Leaves have left all the trees for the most part. A little bit of a wind. So good to get out on the bike. Hey Frank! So I'll do my normal little spin around Westminster, down Westminster Way. Wind is hitting my ears. Might have to put a ski muff on. Got a car behind me. I'm not sure where they're going. Hey, Bill! So from the garage down to the end of Westminster Way is a half a mile. Interesting. Good to know. I learned how to do something that I knew was supposed to be able to do with a fellow resident, Fred Smith, who just got a new Velotric Discover 2 bike. The Discover 2 and a lot of the series, even this Breeze 1, support a torque sensor as well as a cadence sensor. And I've been using torque because I love it, and it uses a little bit less battery, but you can switch back and forth on the fly, and so I didn't realize how to do it. If you hold down the menu button, it will switch. Hello again. So right now I just pushed into Cadence. I'm in level 1, and it's powering up this hill without very little effort on my part, which is the advantage of Cadence. Whoops. It's a little bit faster than that. So I had really discounted Cadence after a year of having a bike that only did Cadence, but this is a nice feature. So now I'm going to go down this little slope, not really a hill. I'm going to go back to torque. I just hold this down, and now I'm in 0 PAS in torque. No need to pedal. When I come around this corner, I'm going to go back into Cadence, and it'll take me up the hill to Williams. So that's the advantage of Cadence. Okay, so I'm in assist level 3 in Cadence, and it's going right up this hill, and I'm hardly pedaling. But you have to pedal. You still have to pedal to make it work, but you don't have to pedal as hard, because torque relies on the pressure you're putting on the pedal to make it go. So I'm going to go back to torque, pressing down the menu button, holding it down. It takes a little bit for it to change. Put myself down to PAS level 1, which I've learned I used to turn the power off altogether. What the hell are you doing? Guy was not listening to respecting my arm out to make a left-hand turn and came around me. That's the danger of cycling, are idiotic car drivers, not idiotic bike riders, although that sometimes is the case. Okay, so as I've discovered on my recent long distance trips, that if I ride in torque 1, or torque PAS level 1, Eco 1, a derailleur gear of 7 out of 8, which is high, and a little more resistance, I get a decent mileage, I get a decent speed, and I also don't use that much battery. So that's kind of good. I think I'll go down over to Rivermont and come back. Another short ride, not a long ride. So we're heading into the middle of November, and I haven't got the mileage that I had hoped I'd have. Of course, going to Pennsylvania on the bike, I did get some good mileage. I think I'm up to 600 and something for that's probably what it will be for the year. I won't hit 70, I don't think, unless we have some warm weather coming up that I'm not aware of. But I'm going to try to continue riding into November and December when we get warmish days. But I'm looking forward to 2026 and some nice long distance rides. I know two that I definitely want to do. One is the Virginia Capitol Trail from Williamsburg or Jamestown to Richmond. Spending the night, probably start in Williamsburg, spend the night in Richmond someplace, and then return. So that's like 104 miles. That'll be a one trip. Don't know when I'll do it. And the other one is from Cockeysville, Maryland, on the, I think it's called the Torrey Brown Trail, from Cockeysville straight north into Pennsylvania. Then once you get into Pennsylvania, you're on another trail, and I think it's called the Heritage Trail. And that goes all the way up to York. So a total of maybe 45 to 48 miles total. Spending the night in York or thereabouts and coming back, so for a total of 90. So those are two trips that I hope to make. Need to come up with a third one. I'm looking at some things that I'd really love to do with the New River Trail and the, okay, we're going to switch into Cadence. All right, here we go. New River Trail in Virginia, and the long trail is what, 79 miles, I think, in West Virginia. I'll put the name down, I can't remember it right now. And at some point on one of these trips, I hope to start doing some camping. Oh, there's a deer. See the deer? Woohoo! Usually there are three together, so I only saw one there. Okay, we're in Cadence. PS level 4. We're on the steepest part of this 9% grade. Might go to 5. Yeah, let's go to 5. I think I'd be better in torque right here. But we'll go with this, because I am having to push down the pedals. Oh, 6 miles an hour. That sucks. All right. Woo, woo, woo. Into the sun. Aye. And then there's some trails in Pennsylvania. The Schuylkill River Trail out of Philadelphia and up to Reading. That would be another one I'd consider. That one would probably be a bit longer as a round trip, but that'd be good. And then there's the Delaware and Lehigh Trail, which goes up along the Delaware River. That's another option. So those are the things that I am considering. We're coming up to Rivermont. I'm going to turn around here. So I just stopped. I was going to switch from Cadence to torque, but because I'm stopped, it didn't change. When I held down the menu button, it went to menu. So you need to be moving. So when you're moving and hold down the menu button, it will switch between Cadence and torque sensors. Okay, so we can move this down to 1 to make a turn here. Make sure no cars. Okay. Okay, we'll start up again. We're moving, holding down the menu button. We're in torque. Torque 1. Torque PAS Eco 1. You know, it's one of those things where you know you love to do this. When you're sitting in the comfortable chair in your house or apartment, it's hard to get up the motivation sometimes to come out and ride when the weather is not as warm as you'd like it to be. But it certainly is refreshing once you get out here. Nothing like a good bike ride. As I said, I'm really looking forward to 2026 to do a lot more long distance rides. I live in a retirement community and we have a little bike group, and we do have a monthly ride that we plan, and considering going back to Roanoke, to the Roanoke River Greenway Trail, and of course we'll do the Lynchburg Blackwater Creek Trail right here in Lynchburg, and I've suggested the Dick and Willie Trail in Martinsville, and we're going to do that. And then a couple others that, I mean, we do the High Bridge in Farmville, which is a nice trail, nice flat trail. But let's see, what else do we plan? Danville, probably back to Danville. Yeah, we'll go down to Danville. Oh, and Blacksburg. I think it's a Huckleberry Trail in Blacksburg and Christiansburg. So we're going to do that one as well. So that'll be fun just to explore some of these more local trails. I mean, none of them are further away than an hour and a half or so. So that'd be fun for our group. But personally, I want to do some other long distance trips. That trip from Hancock to Somerset this last August was great fun. Okay, we're going to switch to Cadence. Here we go. I'm going to go up. Here we go. Yes, that's good. Coming up on your left. So the way I used to do this, I get up here in 3, I think. And then up here a little bit further, I go to 4. On my Discover 1 that only had Cadence. So Cadence top in level 3 tops you out at about 17 or 18. 17 mostly. I'm going to PAS level 4, and the top out on that I think that's actually 17, but I did go 17 back there in 3. So we're at 13 now. Coming around this corner, a little bit more of a grade. 7%, 8%. 4 is going to be plenty, I think. And I'm not having to pedal real hard, so that's nice. So that's the advantage of Cadence, is on hills when you have the option to switch back and forth. And so now I'm at the top of the hill. I'm going to hold down the menu button, switch back to torque. We'll be back down to Eco 1, and we're good to go. Because riding in torque doesn't use as much battery as riding in Cadence does. Go through VES here. Hi. Howdy. How you doing? Okay. Hi. Okay, there's the chapel, the headmaster's house, and we're on our way back to Westminster. All right, heading into the home stretch here. So in past winters, I've taken my bike, well, last winter, I put my bike in our storage building. I think this year I'm going to leave it out here in the stairwell of the garage, because whenever there are some warm days, I do plan to come out and ride, just like this, even just a couple miles, 5 miles or so. It's better than no miles at all. Oh, thanks again for watching these videos. I appreciate it, and look forward to bringing out another one sometime soon when the weather gets warmer, or when the weather is warm again, I guess I should say. All right, thank you.